Apex Online Racing is sponsored by Elgato, who created this lovely stream deck. For more information about the stream deck, the link is in the description below.
Still got 5 lights, and they're away, and it's obviously going to be a very slow start with those treacherous conditions out there, but surprise, looks to have gotten a good start. Evo's got a good start as well. He's going to try and go around the outside of his teammate, inside line now for turn 2, and Evo is indeed up into that 3rd place position already. And I'm not seeing any carbon fiber. Everybody is being very cautious through these corners. Looks like Team Vodka Shot losing out on a number of positions. Jason 97F1. Oh, we got a Williams off. I think that was Matt 212 Gaming, who just had to cut that turn 3-4 chicane. And we've got MVP Zero going side by side with Pinecone. MVP Zero already making up 2 positions in this race, up into 7th position. And Pinecone surprisingly dropping down here, Andy. We thought he was a Rainmeister, but he's already losing positions. Clone Troop and Langman go side by side coming out of that final chicane. Clone Troop is going to have the inside line heading into turn 1, but he has to get the move done here. Otherwise, they'll be side by side through turn 2, but they both go off the circuit. Very surprising there. Zelchi looks like he might get the good exit out of turn 2 and be able to, oh, he's going to squeeze up between them. Langman drops back down into 14th position where he started this race. Oh, but then a big lockup for Zelchi into the braking zone for turn 3. Is that going to allow the Force India back through? Yes, Langman pushes back through up into 13th position. Jason going a bit wide at the exit of 6 and kind of messing up the entrance of 7. This could be Reynolds' best opportunity as he tries to sneak up the inside on the rundown towards turn 8. And the Mercedes with the inside line is going to move up into 11th position. That's 7 positions gained in less than 7 laps of racing for the Mercedes of EVR Reynolds. So he's doing 1 overtake per lap on average. And, as Pinecone, it looks like he's had enough of being behind Matt 212 Gaming. And they're going to be side by side coming out of turn 10. But already the Haas has passed. Bit of slipstream for the Williams, and now the inside line as well. But no, he's not quite alongside. Now he's alongside. Can he be later on the brakes than the Haas of Pinecone? Yes, he is, actually. Retakes that position. Go on, Matt 212.
Really here with one of the biggest trains in Formula 1 history. Look at this up the inside. Who's that? One of the Saubers of Rested having a little look, and he's going to try and make the move on the exit of the corner. That corner, turn 7, is so important on traction because you've got this long straight down towards turns 8 and 9. Look at the train of cars behind Matt 212 Gaming at the moment. So Pinecone has finally been released with Matt 212 seemingly scampering across the runoff area down at turns 1 and 2. That can only explain a 10-second penalty, surely. So is Restive going to have a look up the inside into the hairpin? No more than a look, and he gets a shunt from behind there from Feisty Ted, who is extremely feisty, that has to be said. He's living right up to his name there. So a little bit of bumping and grinding between the drivers, and now Feisty Ted under a little bit of pressure from the man behind. That is the Mercedes of EVR Reynolds pulling alongside, and is he going to make that move stick? Yes, he is, well before the braking zone. And meanwhile, just in front of that, Matt 212 Gaming locking up, running wide, and now Rested will pull alongside, and he will also make easy pickings of Matt 212 Gaming, who immediately gets no respite and has to worry about EVR Reynolds coming up the inside now. Slight contact between the pair, forces out Matt 212, and side by side through turn 1 they go, and now through turn 2. Can Matt 212 stop the slide? It doesn't look like it, because here comes Reynolds, past and up the inside. Through he goes, Matt tries to give his foot in, and he shouldn't have. Round goes Reynolds, utter chaos behind.
Oh my.
And yeah, what a mess that was, Justin.
LCR Leopard and OMG It's Joe going side by side through turn 2. The Force India with the inside line on the rundown towards turn 3. Surely he is going to get past the Ferrari with that inside line. Leopard really tries to hang in there. He even goes into the grass. But in the end, it is all for nothing. OMG It's Joe moves up into 4th position with a 6-second gap up ahead to the other Ferrari of Evo. Let's go on board with Zelchi as he's gotten a great run on the rundown towards turn 8, but it's not going to be enough to put him alongside the Toro Rosso. Again, Clone Troop, though, makes a bit of a hash of that turn 8-9 chicane, and that's going to put Zelchi right up to the back of him. Is he going to go defensive into that turn 10 hairpin? He's not, and that's going to allow Zelchi to go up as a 5-second stop-go penalty for Leopard. Zelchi with that inside line takes that 10th place position off the Toro Rosso, but Clone Troop with an incredible exit, actually, out of that corner, puts him back alongside the Renault. They're going to be side by side on the run down towards the final couple of corners. I don't expect either of these drivers is going to be going into the pit, so we'll see who's later on the brakes. It is the Renault of Zelchi. Oh, but he picks up a 5-second stop-go penalty for that corner cut cone. If it stays wet for a lot longer than everybody else expects, because he came in, it was that would have been at the end of lap 16 that he came into the pits, which is right around the halfway point of this race. So if it ends up being wet for a really significant amount of time, that could be a really good choice. And you can see with that fresh rubber, just breezes his way past the Renault of Zelchi up into 9th position. MVP 0 is into the pits as well, and he's also fitting another set of intermediates.
Yeah, no, he's being out.
Wow, that is very surprising. So he will... Oh, and it's for the Super Softs. It's for the Super Softs. Oh, as Restev, though, up the inside at the turn 10 hairpin as Pinecone has gone a bit wide. And Surprise now setting the fastest lap of the race with a 118.4. And where is Simon going to come out? He's coming out. He's rejoining the circuit now. And it's going to be just behind Evo. But again, he is on those slick tires. Let's actually stay on board with the Red Bull of Simon. It's 1.4 seconds to the Ferrari of Evo just ahead. We'll watch him as he navigates his way through turns 3 and 4. You can see he's just being so careful through there. He's already lost a second, and it's only been a couple of corners. So it's not paying off just yet. If this is going to pay off for Simon, he needs it to dry out very quickly here, Andy. So let's rejoin. Let's remind ourselves exactly what's going on. Up at the front, Surprise and Evo still on the intermediates. They got to come in this lap. They got to be coming in this lap.
Simon's gaining. He's going to make it work. This is incredible. A ballsy strategic move from Simon is going to pay off. He's going to wipe out the 6 seconds worth of penalties here. Absolutely stunning strategy. Are Evo and Surprise coming in? Yes, they are. And Simon now is not only going to wipe out the 6 seconds worth of penalties, he's going to have a huge lead over these guys. And Simon, hold his nerve, hold his bottle, and hold on for a fantastic win after that magnificent
safety car
is out. Oh, and that...
I'm sorry?
What?
Is that for real? Yeah, it says safety car at the top left. I mean, Surprise is definitely going very slowly. I think that was Zelchi that caused that. I wonder if we can get a view somehow to see what happened and where. We do have Jason97 F1 into the pits. Yeah, Andy.
To the end of the safety car's in this lap already.
Huh.
What?
Okay. Well, we're going to have 2 more racing laps at this Canadian Grand Prix. Evo leads with no penalties. Simon in 2nd position with 6 seconds worth of penalties. OMG Joe is 3rd with 3 seconds worth of penalties. And Veloce Surprise in 4th position also with 3 seconds worth of penalties. So I believe Joe and Surprise would move ahead. I don't think Simon is going to have the pace. I mean, Joe could maybe be Simon's best friend here as Team Vodka Shot is... well, it's showing he's on the intermediate tires. There we go. As he drives under the bridge, that's been changed. He's out of position, of course. He is a lap down, and he is going to move nicely out of the way of Surprise. However, Surprise has a big gap now. 1.2 seconds up to Joe. Joe is obviously not going to be quick enough. Simon is... Yeah, yep, Leopard and MVP 0 side by side through turn 2. Leopard tries to go around the outside. He'll have the outside line as well on the run down towards turn 3 into the 3-4 chicane. And it looks like he's just about going to edge ahead of MVP 0, who has at least 6 seconds worth of time penalties. I believe Leopard has at least 3 seconds worth of time penalties. MVP 0 thinks about going up the inside into turn 6, but can't quite make that work. And here comes Pinecone now after the McLaren gets a bit out of shape through that chicane. Pinecone's going to have that inside line for the turn 8 and 9 chicane as well, too. And he does breeze ahead of the McLaren. Yeah. Oh, and Simon Is that? I assume that's what you were going to point out, Simon, around the outside at the turn 10 hairpin. Is he going to get the job done on Evo? It looks like he is. I don't think there's going to be any sort of DRS activation as the safety car just came in. Evo now with the slipstream. Surprise is side-by-side with Joe as well, too. We've got battles up and down the field as they're side-by-side into the final chicane. Evo stays ahead. Surprise makes some contact with Joe into that final chicane, and Joe's going to lose out pretty heavily. Surprise moves up into third position and sets fastest lap of the race. Oh, yeah. Evo and Simon now side-by-side. Evo with the inside line through turn 2. Can Simon get him around the outside? He'll have the outside line now for turn 3 into the chicane, but no, Evo much later onto the brakes holds on to the lead of this race.
Absolutely incredible. Simon desperately wanting to make a move. He's going through turn 5 now. He wants to make the move, but Evo's run wide, has he? Or is that just the game glitching? I'm not sure.
No, that's not a glitch, I don't think. Yeah.
Penalty. Did he? Oh, he went wide. I've seen him go wide, but Evo down to P3. The game is glitching for me, and Simon now back up into the lead on this final lap. But now, who's going to win this race here? Is it going to be Surprise or Evo? Evo doesn't have a penalty, does he? No, he doesn't. So, Evo is going to win this race in the most frantic way possible. Joe is probably going to finish... No, Surprise is going to be second, and Joe's going to be third, and Simon is going to drop way down the order here. What an incredible finish to this race. Restive's now up to P7 and is attacking MVP0 for P6. But we should stick to the guys seeing the checkered flag. Simon will be a face of fury when he gets to the podium.
Oh, he's got another penalty.
And picks up another one. And there you go, Justin. Simon wins.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Simon is the first. DRS enabled. Thanks for that game. Evo does pick up the win after Simon's 9 seconds worth of penalties. Surprise finishes in second position because remember, Surprise either gets second or he fails to finish the race entirely. Evo either wins or gets third, so everybody's doing exactly as they should. And it's a podium though for OMG It's Joe, a fantastic result, you have to say, for the Force India driver. It's his second podium of the season after picking up that second place finish at Baku. So just a really incredible drive from OMG It's Joe. It wasn't the cleanest of races. We will finally get to see the screen. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we've seen another safety car in Apex Online Racing Hype Energy F1 League on the Xbox platform. Oh, I see it's nice and sunny for the podiums as well too. So after the absolute insanity of the weather at the start of this race, your winner is CRG Evo. He picks up his 5th win out of 7 races. He's going to be sitting on 155 championship points after just 7 races, which means he's averaging more than 22 points per race. I mean, that is mind-blowing stuff. It's really difficult to try and combat that sort of thing when you have somebody that is that consistent. But let's go through the final standings. In the end, I got to check this real quick. Was Evo, in fact, the only driver without any sort of penalties? I got to scroll all the way down in order to see it. Yeah, other than Cryo Lockdown, who didn't finish the race. Evo, not a single penalty. And that is why he is the championship leader. I mean, really incredible stuff. Surprise, though, in the end, 1.8 seconds adrift after the penalties. OMG, it's Joe with that 3rd place position. VSR Simon in 4th. Leopard in 5th. Restev in 6th position, filling in. What a guy. Pinecone in 7th. Matt 212 picks up 4 championship points for his tally. Jason97F1 in 9th position. Not the greatest day for him, but he does get to bring home some points. MVP 0 as well with all of those penalties. Gets a single championship point. And wow, that was pretty incredible. So again, thanks everybody for joining us. We'll see you next week for the first ever Apex Online Racing French Grand Prix, or at least the first one in a while. I don't know when the last game was that had a French Grand Prix, but I don't think it was anytime recently. So make sure you tune in next time. It's going to be a great one from France. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.